Shut up. Shut up with your beverages.
I need to chill my root beers, my mugs.
Beverage.
I need to chew. You know?
You ain't got me no root beers. I
IBC?
have a root beer in my
A
hand.
little bit of IBC.
Why don't we?
Because they're not chilled, Chris. They're not going to be chilled until July 24th.
You have a frigitator upstairs,
They're not going to be chilled until July 24th. A fridge. Did you see what's in there?
No. I did not see what's in there. I did not.
Welcome to Classic Blend 70, number 70. Right?
That's right.
That's right. We are making an 80s shared universe. And
that's what we're doing.
There. That's in a nutshell. 80s shared universe with movies, TV, toys. This episode, sometimes it's cartoons.
This episode's toys.
And video games.
And video games.
So that's what we're doing.
Kenny, I noticed you noticing. Hold on.
From the mid-70s to the mid-90s. That's as far as we go. We all-encompassingly 80s.
He's
the
stretching
80s
this
kind
out
of bled
on purpose because I have something
one
I
direction.
want to say. So he's.
What is this beautiful accoutrement
Kenny,
from your...
I noticed you noticing my necklace.
What do you have going on there? What is that?
This necklace, I just won this necklace.
You won it? Where, Chris?
Funny you should ask. We have another show we do called Do You Even 80s Bro? Yeah. It's a 80s trivia quiz show that Kenny and I do with each other. We make up questions for each other, and we try and get them. This past episode, I won this. It's episode 3 of Do You Even 80s Bro?
And what was the topic, Chris?
It was, what was the words? Say the words. What was the title?
What was it? What was it?
Mustache. What was it? Say it again.
I'm going to show it to you right now. This is just a little taste of what you have.
It's not going to go on.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, no, it was...
it was called I Must Ask You a Mustache Q or 2 or 7. I must ask you a mustache Q or 2 or 7.
So basically it was 7 questions based on the mustaches of the 80s.
Mustaches of the 80s. And
I didn't, at first, I started out real bad, and then with lots of prodding and help from Kenny, I actually ended up getting the prize, which was this wonderful smelling Nintendo air freshener on a bungee cord. So that answers your question. Why don't we get into Movie Squad now?
Let's go. Let's get on into it.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. You said you wanted to say something off the top of the show, also. As I hit this with a pen.
Oh yeah.
You said you wanted to say something like watch the full.
Oh, by the way,
like that.
if you, that's a good point. If you guys are listening to this and you don't know, we do stream this live on Twitch every Monday night. It's live on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah. So if we refer to anything that's happening that you can't see, obviously, if we're talking to someone else, it's because we're talking to the people in chat.
Like Master right now is hosting us for other viewers, which is very much appreciated. So
awesome.
Thank you very much.
So thank you, Master, and his viewers. See, it's a good point. Yeah. So thank you, Master, for proving our point. Yeah, so if you are listening to this,
and welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, everyone. That's right. So if you are listening to this, then what are you doing? Go watch it, and you can watch the full edited version with graphics and everything on YouTube when it airs.
Yeah. And if you want to listen to audio versions, we have iTunes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They would have been already listening to this. That's the whole point of my speech. Anyway, movies is coming up. Kenny, turn off the camera.
But sometimes people
just go. Just go.
I'm going to stab him with this pen.
That's fine. Do it in Movie Squad. Movie Squad is where we're at, Kenny.
Yeah.
And this is where we have 2 randomly chosen movies. They're randomly generated, I should say. One for you, one for me.
Yeah.
We don't know what each other has, but we're going to talk about them, and then we're going to make a brand new 80s shared universe movie. What is it going to be? What two are we going to combine? What characters are going to meld with other characters? We don't know.
That's how we're going to do it.
I will say this, though. Sorry. Yeah. I was going to say, you get to go first in all of these sections. Normally, Kenny and I will... we rotate. So he'll show his property first, and then next section I do in the TV stuff, and then vice versa. But
the reason why is because I won episode 2 of Do You Even 80s Bro, which was the Tom Cruise.
I tried to stump him with Tom Cruise movies from the 80s, and he guessed every one.
Tom Cruise edition. I aced that.
He aced that test. So
and again, he's wearing this beautiful Nintendo controller necklace because he aced, or he
I won by the skin of my mustache.
Yeah.
All right.
He won the mustache edition, number 3 of
But
Do You Even
we'll go over more of that later at the end, so you guys can look.
We're linking movies, making sequels, prequels, side ditties, as he likes to say.
All right.
And we're going to go.
All right, Kenny, you're going to show me what you have.
So, did you get names on here yet?
You can show me what you have, in case you didn't know who we are.
Oh, gosh.
Show me, what do you got?
I have this.
He's got Tempest. Okay.
The Burbs. Yeah, nice. Nice.
Okay, The Burbs.
All right, cool.
So, Kenny, tell me about The
right.
Tempest. Give me the year. Give me the director. Give me the, just give it to me.
Oh, I was supposed to stab you with the pen. Is that what you want?
No.
I'll stab you with the
No,
pen.
just come on.
It looks like you're going
Give me
right
the-
in your eye.
Give me that's it?
Yeah.
You jerk.
All right, The Tempest, 1982, directed by Paul Mazursky. It's a comedy drama. I'm going to tell you who's in it real quick.
Oh.
John Cassavetes, Susan
Okay.
Sarandon, Raul Julia, Molly Ringwald in her film debut. This is a William Shakespeare
82, huh?
joint. Okay? William Shakespeare joint.
Oh, yeah, see? So
You know what
from
it is?
The Tempest.
Yeah, it was The Tempest, William Shakespeare.
Right,
but this
okay,
movie
yeah,
is just
true,
called
true.
Tempest.
Right, gotcha.
So anyway, modern day retelling, not unlike Romeo and Juliet,
Right.
right, with Leonardo DiCaprio
Unlike Leonardo DiCaprio. I gotcha, yeah.
and Claire Danes.
How's your head still in that camera? That's
Dude, you know
ridiculous.
what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
nuts. It just likes to creep in there. So anyway, what's his name? John Cassavetes, he plays Philip Demetrius. He was cheated on. He moves to a Greek island with his daughter. He meets Aretha, who's a singer
Franklin?
played by
Aretha
Susan
Franklin? No?
Susan Sarandon playing
Oh,
Aretha
that's
Franklin.
cheesy.
All right. And
Susan
then
Sarandon is
a
Aretha
shipwreck brings his ex, her boyfriend, Alonzo, and his ex-boss to the island.
Oh,
So
Willie.
he was relaxing there
Willie,
by
what were
himself,
you,
and all
what'd
of a
you come
sudden,
up with?
everybody comes to the island, and then
hilarity
his
ensues.
daughter, marries Alonzo's son.
Was Kenny the Tempest
Freddie.
a comedy? The original Willie Shakespeare. Was it a comedy?
They've always been kind of like they
Hell no, they weren't. Othello.
tragedies and
yeah, exactly.
whatnot.
So they made this
Yeah.
one a comedy.
Yeah, because in the original one, Prospero was usurped by his brother Antonio. They summoned a tempest to restore the daughter to the throne.
All right, great. Let me tell you a little bit about the Burbs.
All this weird stuff.
I know.
yeah.
Let's get into the Burbs. 1989.
Hold on. It was written in 1610 or 1611. They're not sure.
They're not sure about a lot of things from those time periods.
That's a long time ago, though.
Of course it was.
You know what I mean?
I can't. I'm not doing the math right now, but
Even if we're not really in the 80s, but even if we were, it's
don't
still a
know
long
that.
time ago.
yeah, it
It's
is.
still
It
a
was,
long time
yeah,
ago.
absolutely.
All right, tell me.
All right, The Burbs. Like I said, 1989, directed by Joe Dante. This was a comedy thriller starring Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
Bruce Dern, Carrie Fisher, Rick Dukerman, Corey Feldman, and a bunch of other people, right?
Yeah.
So this movie pokes fun at suburban environments and their eccentric dwellers. Okay, this takes place in a cul-de-sac.
The
Mayfield
cul-de-sac?
Cul-de-sac.
Hotter sack?
Cul-de-sac. Colder. It was colder. Colder than that one.
Colder. It was colder.
Mayfield Place is a hot
January,
is a
February.
hot-de-sac. All right. No, actually, this is a hot-de-sac because there's some stuff going on.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tom Hanks plays Ray Peterson, and Ray and his neighbors believe that one of their other neighbors in the cul-de-sac, the Klopeks, are murderers.
Yes. Well, they were like vampire people, right?
No.
Weren't they like?
No.
Well, that's.
So,
They always wore black and they were weird.
no. So, how this works out is, I don't know what movie you're thinking of.
I'm thinking of Big.
Monster Squad or something?
Yeah, no, they always drove around in the hearse.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
They had, like, the hearse and they wore black.
This is what happens. They think that they're murderers. A neighbor goes away, and they think that
You think
they
murderers, you
murdered
think of
him.
like The Sopranos,
Yeah.
right? You think of something like that. These were not like murderers. These were like
No, but they drove a hearse, and they thought they buried stuff in their backyard, so they dug holes in the
but that's
backyard.
more than murdering. That's like a little bit more
it's
into
like
the occult.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's what they thought they were.
Occultists.
That's what they thought they were. That they killed this one neighbor. Turns out that they didn't kill that neighbor. That neighbor had asked the Klopeks to just, and it's like three brothers or something like that.
So much for the quick synopsis.
I'm getting.
You want to get into litigation, Chris?
They find out this guy Walter, he comes back. Oh, they didn't do it. Turns out they were murderers.
Yes.
They had murdered people.
Yes.
They tried to kill. They tries to kill Tom Hanks at the very end in an ambulance. and they get arrested and it's over. So, yeah, so that's it. So they
What year?
so they were right. 1989. So
Stop.
Tom
Was
Hanks,
it 89?
Ray Peterson.
I thought this was a
were
lot
right.
earlier than that.
No. You ruined my entire thing. No. Anyway, cool.
Yeah.
So
So how we gonna do this?
murderers, storms,
Yeah.
unwanted family members. How are we combining this? Let's see.
Well, Tom Hanks has to be in it because he's a pretty big seller.
Can I posture you a question? Can I pose you a question or a scenario? The end of this movie, he tells Corey Feldman's character, "We're gonna."
Corey Feldman?
Yeah, he's one of the neighbor kid. He tells him at the end that he's going to be going away for a while, and he tells Corey Feldman to keep an eye on the neighborhood. So we have two options here.
Oh, Corey
Tom
Feldman
Hanks goes away to an island,
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm picking it up.
and let's just say you're picking it up. Don't put it down yet. Hold on to it. No, turn around. Hold it. Tom, maybe relatives of the Klopex, the bad guys from this one,
Yes.
show up, and that, or at the same time, and or back on the cul-de-sac, the hot-de-sac, Corey Feldman has to deal with something. What do you think?
I'll take it.
I gave you
Just get ready. I'm gonna throw it at your face.
no, idiot. Come on, all right, what do you think? Those are my suggestions.
Corey Feldman's kind of fallen out of style.
Not in the 80s, man. What are you even talking about? Holy cow! I can't believe I'm having a cow.
Okay,
I'm having a cow right now.
Hold on, listen. The Burbs 2. Think of the poster,
It's an island,
and it says.
but it's not the.
No, I
Burbs,
understand
though,
that, but it says like Tom Hanks starring in The Burbs 2. And then you see another version, Corey Feldman starring in The Burbs 2. You know what I mean?
Tom Hanks and Corey Feldman
Chris, it's
starring in. What do you mean?
not even
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
stop.
They would both build on the thing.
Relax for a second. It's not even direct to video. Like this is like a TV movie.
It's a lifetime. It's a lifetime movie.
Kind of like Christmas Vacation 2. Remember Christmas Vacation 2?
I don't actually.
It was like Randy Quaid.
Yeah, it was Randy.
And they were just like, you know what? Throw it on ABC
really
at 8 o'clock on a Friday night.
All right.
Somebody will watch it.
So come on, what do you got?
Tom Hanks is in it. Tom Hanks goes to the island.
The island, like we said, and
Like Castaway.
Castaway before Castaway. He delivers some FedEx packages. Probably not.
Wilson? We can have Wilson there. Wilson from Home Improvement
It's
could
gonna
be
be
there.
Spalding.
Wilson from Home
Oh,
Improvement.
Wilson from Home Improvement just shows up. He's like, "Hello, neighbor.
That's it.
I just left this place. Why do I have to have another neighbor?" No. You're absolutely right. Wilson from Home Improvement is going to be there because guess what?
What?
This takes place. When was Home Improvement? Early 90s?
It was like, yeah.
Guess what? Wilson's in this. Wilson, he is a neighbor of Tom Hanks. So it's not the Klopex that find him. It's former neighbors find him on this island.
Oh, so even the Hearst people.
No, not them. I
no,
said
not the Klopex.
I said
I got
them.
you. I gotcha.
But then I'm thinking
So neighbors.
No, but old neighbors, like neighbors that moved out, the people that moved in, the people that moved out of the Klopex place, right, or his other friend's place. They're on this island, and he's like, I left
just
to get
left,
away from these people, and
now
you're
they're
still
there
here.
'cause they
Yeah.
got manifested by another Tempest.
Yeah.
And so neighbors in general, like
No. How about no? Tom Hanks gets to the island because of a tempest.
Is it
because
going to
of
be
a
like
storm.
all 80s show neighbors?
No. I don't want to
so?
go that crazy. I mean,
You don't want to go that nuts?
good, but
Urkel could be there. You know what I mean? Urkel, the redheaded girl from
Hanks was on Bosom Buddies.
the redheaded girl from Small Wonder. You know,
How about they're all in it?
and Kenny from the Cosby Show.
Are they those people though?
Boner from Growing Pains.
But are they still those?
All the neighbors. It's just a bunch of neighbors.
I was gonna say, but his neighbors though. This is a movie. This isn't TV.
I don't know where he lived.
He lives in Mayfield
He obviously
Place.
lived in a bunch of different places.
He lived in Mayfield Place. It's a fictitious hot-de-sac. I don't know what to tell you. You know.
All right. So we're gonna do that. They're just his neighbors, but they're played
Old
by these
neighbors,
people.
old-
But we
right.
know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a wink. We know who these people are.
And he can't get away from them, and he's all
Okay.
mad and
All right.
yeah.
And then he meets Molly Ringwald, and they settle down because she's on the.
Oh,
island.
he has Carrie Fisher's his wife, and he has kids. He can meet Raleigh Mingwald. Sure, he can meet her.
Well,
She
she's
can be
just
there.
She'll be a neighbor then. She'll be
a neighbor. She'll be a good neighbor.
A good neighbor. An actual good neighbor.
An
Gotcha.
actual good neighbor.
Okay.
So what happens? It's just like hilarity and weird stuff.
Yeah,
and
always.
You
But what do we
guys
call
can
it?
decide that if you want.
We need help naming this thing. There's Tempest and there's the Burbs. I have no idea what we're
You
supposed
said
to
the
call this
Burbs
thing.
too, but
The Burbs 2 is
I don't want to. Can we not
Can we
use
call it, like-
Tempest? Let's call it.
No, I know. Can we call it like Island Burbs?
I want to do something like Storm,
Neighbor
something
Burbs?
Storm. No.
Welcome to the Neighburb. What do they call it? Suburbs. Neighbor.
What's up, Neighburb? Hello, Neighburb.
Why not? You want to call it Neighburb?
Yes. Yeah. Fine. And
Welcome Neighburb. Or
welcome to the Neighborhood. Right?
You like it, all right.
Welcome
So
to
you
the.
have the Burbs. Is there an apostrophe or something before
It's
the B?
apostrophe Burbs. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I wrote the Burks.
The Burks. those are some of his neighbors.
So welcome to.
Oh God. So it's gonna be welcome to the Neighburbs. So that's
Wait, Neighborhood. You said Neighborhood.
Okay, so is I before E except after C, right?
Come on, man, like the horse. Like the horse.
Neighburb.
That's not like a horse at all.
Is it no? No, what was it? And now horse sounds with Kenny.
Stay where you are. Movies are done. We're getting into the TV.
Stay there.
Stay right there. You found yourself in the television section of Classic Blend number 70.
Ooh.
Usually Chris goes first. I'm going first this time. Why, Chris?
Well, because Kenny, you won up for
Shame.
It's shame.
Shame. Shame. No, why shame?
Why shame? There's no shame in it.
I beat you Tom Cruise quiz and Do You Even 80s Bro.
Our second
number
episode
2.
of Do You Even 80s Bro, I asked Ken 7 questions about Tom Cruise movies in the 80s, and he aced the test. So his prize to win was that he gets to go first on all these sections. Again, if you're an avid viewer, you know that we alternate sections. So normally I would go first on this one, but he's going to go first. And what are we going first on, Kenny? Tell him what we do here.
We take 2 TV shows. He's got one randomly generated for him. I have one randomly generated for me. We're going to talk about them a little bit. We're going to push them together, and we're going to make a new sequel, a prequel, or maybe even a little side story. 80 shared universe is what we're going for. We're trying to connect every TV show to every TV show, previously every movie to every movie. And coming up, we're going to have toys. Every toy, we're going to connect every toy. We're going to make some new toys. And hopefully they go into production one day, as well as video games. Hopefully somebody can make these games for us.
So long.
Going to be cool stuff. So sit tight and enjoy the ride. But right now,
so many words just then. I'm so sorry. He said so many words.
why I'm going right now
What do you
first.
got? What do you got, Kenny? Cop Rock.
Yes.
Say it.
Super Dave. Gosh, Super Dave, the Showtime show. That's
Oh.
great. Cop Rock. It was they danced, they sang.
It was a cop procedural.
Jimmy Smits was in it.
What year?
Randy Newman made the theme song called Under the Gun. It was from 1990. There were 11 episodes. It was basically a crime drama that followed the police department, and they used to sing.
It was a musical. They broke out into
They'd
song.
break out into song when they're arresting somebody on the streets. They've been breaking out in this. They break out in the song in the courtroom.
Yeah.
They have
Oh, yeah.
courtrooms.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was the show.
That was the
And-
show.
Yeah.
What else you want to say about it? It was a crazy. Let's do. Let me tell you about Super Dave. Super Dave 87 to 91 was a show on Showtime. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
But in Canada, it was on the Global Television Network. This was a variety show. It had musical guests. It had guest performers.
Super Dave was funny.
Super Dave. If you don't know who Super Dave is, Super Dave Osborne. He's a guy that does crazy like motorcycle stunts, and they never usually go the way the way they want. On this show, he does interviews, and in between the interviews, he with the help of his partner and promoter Fuji, he performs his classic stunts, but they always don't go his way.
He was like Evel Knievel, but just
basically
didn't work out well.
silly version of Evel
And he
Knievel.
talked like this. I remember he always
Bob.
a little bit like Dauber, like that.
Yeah,
A little bit.
if you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, he plays it's Bob Einstein is the guy's name, and he's on.
Ooh, feel like he's getting a little close over here.
Sorry, I was itching my leg. Yeah, he plays.
Scratching his leg.
I had an itch on my leg, so I was scratching it.
Yes,
Thank you.
You don't itch a scratch, you scratch an itch.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. He plays.
The more you know. You gotta put that in.
Marty Funkhauser on Curb Your Enthusiasm. You've seen.
The more you know in that.
The more.
The shooting
I'll forget.
star.
Super Dave got his start. The character of Super Dave, played by Bob Einstein, on the Dick Van Dyke Show. It's just one of the places where he.
Wait, whoa. What?
Yeah. He
Super Dave started.
he made his first appearance actually in 72
Hold on, the actor.
on the John Biner Comedy
the
Hour.
actor.
No, the character
The character Super Dave was on
Super Dave Osborne was on the Dick Van Dyke Show. Yeah.
the black and white show?
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Variety series Van Dyke and Company with Dick Van
Gotcha.
Dyke. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because I was going to say, there's no way. Mary Tyler Moore?
No, you're right. I was my mistake. I apologize.
You know what? You're not allowed to speak anymore.
I'm sorry. That was it.
You're done.
Okay. What do we got? We have
Super Dave as a musical would be fantastic.
Well, I mean, his
Plain and
show had
simple,
musical
come on.
guests, though. His show had musical guests. By the way,
That's fine.
I'm just gonna tweak this guy. He's gonna just raise his other arm up. All right.
Oh, because we didn't move
We
him.
didn't move him. What do you think, man?
Oh, gosh.
So this is a procedural cop musical, and this is a variety show.
Super Dave was a
man,
lot of the
it's like-
stunts, though. But that's the thing is, I want to have it be like it's a musical. Like he breaks his leg and he's got to dance it off now.
Or he
Like,
can
how you
sing
gonna-
about how sad he is that he has a broken femur. Or
Yeah,
something.
but that's the thing is, if he's got to perform a dance routine with a broken leg, that's gonna be hilarious.
It could be hilarious. You are correct in this. So, is this the next iteration of the Super Dave show?
Yeah, it's
Super
gonna be
Dave-
now. Super Dave obviously he did the stunts and he didn't really get hurt.
Right.
It was kind of like Wile E. Coyote. He didn't really get hurt.
Yeah.
It was an act. It was a ruse. It was
Wait,
it
what?
was scripted.
Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean? He didn't get hurt?
Not in real life. In the show, he did.
Wile E. Coyote did not get hurt? He looked like that. That's a really good actor then. Those special effects were amazing.
What's up, Cam B?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Here I am. It's just me and you. There's nobody else.
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for? I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, there's a forehead in town. All right. So what are we gonna do here?
That's a funny shot. Just like, huh? Anyway,
pretty good.
so you're saying this is the Super Dave
It's Super
musical
Dave,
hour.
but he gets hurt and he has to dance it.
Okay,
So he's got to
no,
perform a stunt and then do a
get
musical
it.
number. So sometimes he hurts, it twists an ankle. Sometimes he breaks an elbow and he's got to hold the microphone.
He's got to
so
go
it's flopping
directly
around.
into the musical number.
Yes.
It's
He has no
jumping
choice.
over something and then into the musical.
Yes.
So he's doing the stunt into the musical.
Yes. Yeah, like there's a stage full of people and he's
Right.
going to ride a motorbike
Right.
over the Grand Canyon. It's going to land.
And then he's got to
it
get
lands
off and
he
grab,
gets up.
and a microphone gets thrown to him, and it hits him in the head, and he's got to pick it up and be like,
Well, it
oh,
hits him in the helmet because he's got a
contused.
helmet on.
He'll be all right.
Yeah. So
No, he
Super
takes his
Dave-
helmet off because he's gonna sing now,
Well,
right?
yeah, eventually.
Super Dave's musical hour. It's the next iteration. Super Dave's musical stunts.
Super, God, you
That's
gotta
how it is.
stop doing what you're doing.
Come on.
Super Dave's musical stunts. Super Dave sings.
Super Dave sings the blues.
Super Dave rock.
Super
Right?
Dave rocks.
Ooh, like Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Super Dave rocks.
Super Dave rocks. I think that's
Super
gonna
Dave
do
rocks.
it. That's
You
a
like
quick
that?
one.
How about an explanation? Explanation. This is gonna be a little.
come?
And there's an explanation.
What would an
point of-
explanation point look like? Like two hands just no, a person just like, huh? That's what it is.
Think in Italian.
Huh?
What do you got to do here?
You're explaining it.
What's it now?
Let's sit out. Pass me the
Did I even
Earl.
say it wrong? I said it wrong.
You said it wrong. You couldn't even say the colloquial way to say
Oh gosh.
mozzarella.
Hang
All right,
tight.
let's go.
I'm bringing in toys in a second.
Toys were coming up. Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed the television.
I did.
I did.
I did too. Oh, great. Toys.
All of them.
That's all of them.
All of them.
All of them. Well, we only have two of them here.
Only two.
Only two out of all of them.
Yeah.
Toy Squad. This is where we take two toys, randomly generated. He's got one, I got one. We don't know what each other has, but we're going to show them to each other, and then we're going to make a brand new 80s inspired, 80s made
Yes.
toy.
We're gonna go back in time, make this stuff, and it's gonna become extremely valuable. But we'll have like copies in the box.
Oh, yeah. We got to make
So,
them a limited run. Then,
I just want to explain because I know we haven't done it in a while. But the reason why we keep it from each other, what we have, and what we get generated, we don't choose this stuff. It goes into a randomizer.
we have an app that randomizes
Yeah.
a list of all of the things, the
Makes it
toys,
sound
the
so
movies,
basic.
you know?
I try to talk it up like it's a big old supercomputer, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we got an app that goes through and just press the button." And
Remember that computer that had like 1 byte of memory?
So Tandy. Was it the Tandy from Radio Shack?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. The reason why we do this, so we can't premeditate it. So when we get to the actual show, I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. We definitely researched the heck out of stuff. Okay? You see all this.
We made sheets and everything.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't want to premeditate. Like, if I knew that he had the Goonies and I had, like...
First Night.
Yeah, was it First Night? It was First Night, yeah. We'd premeditate throughout the day or the week or however far in advance we get this stuff, and we'd actually make up and say, hey, well, that would be a good idea if we had this and that. We want it to be spontaneous, and we want it to be as genuine as possible. So when you're seeing this, we're hearing this stuff for the first time. I don't know what he has. I have no clue.
Listen, don't believe anything he said. That was completely rehearsed. It's written down on the paper in front of him. Come on, that's a good joke.
Why is that even a joke? Why
That's
would
a
joke
good
about something
joke.
like that? What kind of thing would that be to joke about?
Kenny's going to go first on this section. Oh, he does anyway. You usually do anyway.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not going to mention it.
Check it out. What do I have?
Kenny has Microvision. Microvision.
Double Dare. The game? The game.
Yep.
The thing where you put the thing on the head.
Yeah,
and
we'll
it,
go
like,
over it.
catches-
We'll go over
catches
it,
the
yeah.
little- Okay, Microvision. It's the first handheld video game system. All right, came out in 1979, lasted until 1981 before it was discontinued. First handheld video game system, not like that old electronic football game. This had interchangeable cartridges.
First one with cartridges.
The first one
Okay,
with
there you go,
interchangeable
there you go, there you go,
cartridges.
there you go.
If you notice, and you take a look and you're Googling along with this, it actually had a front kind of facade, I want to say, that comes off. You actually take that. That's the actual game.
The game had its own face. Like, so the game cartridge came with its own face.
It
so
came
it
in
was
with a
like
face,
you're
and that was
playing
the
its
cartridge
own
in the face.
thing, yeah.
So the buttons would be attached to the actual game cartridge.
Right.
So shoot and move would be in one game, and then the bowling
cool.
game would have, like, roll and move side to side and stuff
That's
like that.
pretty cool.
So that was the way that worked. Nintendo actually designed their Game & Watch series based around the limitations of this system.
Oh.
So Nintendo saw this and said, hey, what are the limitations that they had on this thing with the cartridge swapping, everything like that? Because they kind of had the dual screens on the Nintendo Game & Watch. And they also had, like, buttons, and each one was a game.
Right.
But that's how they did it because, okay, this wasn't ready to come out yet. Mm-hmm. The Game Boy was in 1989. They were ready to do that. Okay.
Right, okay.
It was designed by Jay Smith. You don't know who Jay Smith is, but I'm going to tell you who he was right now. After this system went bye-bye in 1981, he made the Vectrex. He actually made the Vectrex. He went on to design that. All right.
Fantastic.
There you go. A little bit of information for you. Microvision came packaged with the game Blockbuster, which was a Breakout clone.
Breakout clone.
So nothing wrong with a Breakout clone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting you say that.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. Double Dare, the game. You know Double Dare, the show on Nickelodeon. Of course you do. You answered.
It's coming back now.
What? I know it is. Yeah,
You
it
see
is.
that?
I saw they have the new host and everything.
Yeah.
I think Summers is coming back too, though.
Yeah,
Mark
I saw
Summers.
him. I saw him in like a little.
Yeah, but I think he's not
cameo
the
appearance
host
and everything.
host. He's going to be
Right.
like, no, but Double Dare, the game, if you Google it, you can see it. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, then when this is all edited, you'll see it on there. It had this weird. Okay, first of all, you know the game. The game is there are two teams. You answer questions. If I ask Kenny's team a question, he doesn't want to answer. He can throw it back at me. But if I don't want to answer, he dares me to do a to answer it. I can double dare him, and then they have to do a physical challenge. And then
Because you don't want to get the question wrong.
right, if you get the question wrong, you lose money, or you can get money.
But you double the points if you double dare. Like if I know the answer, I could be like, I know the answer, but I don't think he does. So I'm going to dare you to answer it.
And then I double dare you.
Yeah, but that's where the
strategy comes
risk versus reward.
Right. And at the end, there was a obstacle course. This game is the same thing.
With the big nose that you put the boogers.
Oh yeah, well there was many.
boogers.
When
flag.
you guys got if you guys watched the original show, like the booger was one of my favorite ones. The balloon catching one, like remember. Okay, no, I'm thinking of the different things. Yeah, that was at the end of the obstacle course. That's right. Well, this game had obstacle course at the end. This thing had the challenges. Now, of course, they're always the same challenges. Like I was trying to get to before, what I was just saying was when the challenges would pop up, they'd rotate them. Yeah. And whenever one that came up that I really liked, they'd be like, oh yeah. And when that didn't come up, I'd be like, all right, whatever. So, excuse me. This one had basically, obviously, the same challenge because it's a fixed system. You can only do this, or this, right? But anyway, that's it. It's a home version of the television game, and that's it. I don't know what else you want to say. It's from Mattel from 1987, and it was good.
All right. So how do we put an interchangeable black and white, very basic video game system
I'll tell you this much.
Yeah,
I want there to be physical challenges.
Physical challenges.
Why don't we
video
make
games? This is going to end up being like that Nick Arcade.
No. There's the actual physical challenges, like we'll come up with new ones or something. Some wacky ones. You have to balance 7 plates or something. I don't know.
It's going to be like the Wii of handheld game systems.
No. I don't want it. I want that device to maybe where the questions are.
Oh.
And they're randomized questions or something.
That's fine.
And you can buy cartridges for different categories.
So instead of just coming with a faceplate with the cartridge and the game and the controls or the questions, it actually comes with upgraded physical challenge components.
Yeah, like ways to maybe do them differently.
So you can have one that says seagulls.
Yeah.
Right? And then it'll come through. The seagulls poke your knees. Did you see that? The Yoda, the seagulls poke your knees.
You guys ever see bad lip reading on YouTube? Just type in on YouTube when you're done watching the show, bad lip reading,
seagulls,
yeah. And you'll see Yoda. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I turned the log over and it was a stick. It's like the lock out a baby. Anyway, whatever. So that's what it's going to come with. So there's a game called Seagulls, and then it comes with maybe a little thing that you put above you, and maybe
so the electrical component of this is all right. What are we calling it? This is called Microvision.
Yeah, Micro Dare.
Micro Dare. Double Dare Vision.
Dare to be stupid.
Dare to be stupid.
Let me say, tell me, the Transformers 1986 movie was fantastic.
Could you do a commentary to that?
Dude, yeah.
Didn't we have that?
No, we never had it.
We never had it?
No, we've had Transformers twice, though. The toy.
Yeah.
No, we had the cartoon and the toy. That's right. We had the cartoon and the toy.
But it's a cartoon.
It's not the movie.
Dang it.
But hold on a second. I'm going to tell you right now real quick about Dare to be Stupid. It's just so out of place in that movie.
I love it. No. I used to think that.
The Junkions are dancing. It's Dare to be Stupid.
The what?
The Junkions.
The Junkticons.
Redcar.
Weren't they called Junkticons?
No. Sharkticons.
Oh, that was it. Okay, yeah.
Decepticons.
Junkions, yeah.
Junkions was Redcar and those guys.
No, it was Redcar, yeah.
Yeah.
I never understood how, we're just going to put his leg back into place. And then they're going to shine him up, and he's like, I'm fine. We're talking about Ultra Magnus, yeah.
No, it wasn't just his leg. He was destroyed.
No, but they just
Meanwhile,
popped
Optimus
back
Prime
into
just
place.
had
a little cut in himself.
He had a little cut, and he was
done.
Dead, and they would launch him into space, and he was over.
Oh, the worst thing Hasbro ever did was kill.
No. I thought it was cool. I liked Robin.
No. I mean, honestly, financially, that was the worst thing that they did. Things went downhill.
They brought him back.
They brought him back.
But that's the thing is
they were like, we shouldn't have killed him, and then they brought him. Then they quickly made those shows where they brought him back.
The G.I. Joe movie came out.
Yeah,
that was going to come out into theaters. Transformers didn't do too well, so they actually came and put it on TV in a miniseries format. Yeah. However, they were going to kill Duke. Remember, Duke got the spear in the heart or the snake to the heart.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're like, he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Duke's going to be okay. They ad-libbed it. Duke's going to be okay. And it's like, come on, Duke died. But they were like...
It was all cartoon anyway. Is it really ad-libbed if it's a cartoon?
Dude, I guarantee you the whole thing was done.
I know, they were like, this is going to be really good.
The guy comes out and they just needed to add something. And they just took a scene from another show or something like that and had the guy, Duke's going to be okay.
Yeah.
They had to add it in there because they said that people were devastated that Optimus died.
Yeah.
Not just Optimus, everybody.
Basically everybody.
The whole...
Generation 1. Well, that was the whole point. We're off topic. Sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Double Dare, Microvision. We're calling it
Micro Dare.
Micro Dare?
Yep.
Oh, I hate it.
So how about DoubleVision?
I like DoubleVision. See, there you go. See, it takes for me to say that I hate his first suggestion.
2 words? 1 word.
Double Dare was 2 words.
Okay, so DoubleVision, capital V in the middle of the word.
Whatever, dude. It's fine with me. This was the... Oh, man. All right, anyway. Toy Squad is done. We hope you enjoyed it.
Well, toy section.
Toy section, yeah.
All
right, whatever, man. We're trying to get away from the squad.
He's new to this. It's only been 70 episodes.
It's only been 70 episodes.
Give him time.
I'm just getting my feet wet. It's fine.
Give him time. We've only been doing this for, a year and a half?
Year and a half, whatever, man. Anyway, stay tuned because video games is coming up, and we know you don't want to miss that section.
We always finish strong. Always.
Well,
let's get Pro Move Soccer.
Do we?
Pro Move Soccer. He ruined episode 60. What one is it? Episode 68? No, it was 68.
68, was it?
I had Samurai Showdown 2, which is a phenomenal game for the Neo Geo. This guy breaks out.
No.
Yeah.
It was 67. I'm looking at 68. It was 67.
Oh, it was 67.
I just said it.
He's
I
right.
just said
Yeah.
it's out already.
I know. I was thinking.
It's all right, guys. It's only been 70 episodes. He'll get the hang of this. It'll be fine. Go ahead, go. Let's move. Let's move. Come on.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Classic Blend game section. I'm Ken, and this is Skip.
Or is it?
It's okay.
Listen, I usually... The game section is where we have two randomly chosen generated games. He's got one, I got one. We don't know what each other has. We're going to show them to each other. We're going to talk about them. We're going to reminisce, most likely. Then we're going to make a brand new game, 80s born, 80s bound, never been done before except right here. However, normally I go first in this section, meaning I show Kenny what I have first. But Kenny won the second episode of our 80s trivia show, Do You Even 80s Bro? So he gets to go first this one.
Fact. I won
episode 3, which is why I'm wearing this.
Tom Cruise edition.
All right,
he
here we
won
go.
the mustache edition.
Go, just go. Just don't talk anymore. Go. Remember, don't say anything. He's got Raiden 2?
Or Raiden.
Raiden
Okay. 2.
All right.
Times of Lore. Are you just going for the most boring sounding role-playing games? What is this on? The Tandy? This is on the IBM clone Tandy from Radio Shack.
It's on NES.
This is?
It was on the Commodore. It was on a bunch of things.
What one did you get?
NES.
You got the NES version.
just told
What
you
is
NES.
this? Lands of Lore?
Times of Lore.
Times. I have no idea where my pen went. Oh, I threw it at you before.
It
Where
was
is
on
it?
PC, Commodore
I threw it at you.
64.
Where did it go?
The CZ PEX Spectrum.
Where'd the pen go?
Amstrad, CPC, Atari, ST.
Where'd the pen
Apple
go?
II.
You have the NES
You
version.
threw the pen.
I threw
don't
it.
know.
I didn't hit it. I didn't hear it hit the ground.
You hit me. It's right there.
Oh God! I gotta go all the way down.
Dare to be stupid. All right, so Kenny, why don't you tell me when you get back up here? Tell me about your dumb game Raiden 2, and what was it for?
Raiden 2 is the arcade classic. Fabtech.
Fabtech. Who named the company Fabtech?
Who named you Chris?
My mom. my mommy did. Oh, I see where Roblox is now. What?
That's pretty funny, man.
All right, come on. Tell me about this dumb game.
You just gotta give me a minute, man.
Tell me about your dumb
Vertical
game.
shooter, your favorite.
My very favorite vertical shooters.
He
The
loves.
only vertical
he loves
shooter I
vertical
love is
shooters.
1942. It's the only one I like.
Okay.
I don't like that one
1943.
1943. I don't even like that one. Come on.
Really?
Tell me.
You don't like Legendary Wings?
No. They're boring. Aegis Wings, that one too? That was like on Super
I don't
Nintendo
know.
or something.
I
Come on,
don't
tell me.
3 years after the first one, the World Alliance military fights a regrouped Cranassian invasion force. That's what you're doing in this game. There are 8 missions. You have weapons, Vulcan laser plasma, cluster bomb missiles, 8 power-ups for the main guns, 4 for the missiles. You have nuclear, you have homing. 2-player, this is really cool in the game. Shut your freaking mouth. 2 players. If you're playing 2 players in the game and you have one spaceship and another spaceship, this is a spaceship and this is a spaceship. You hit the other one and the weapon goes nuts and starts flinging. It starts shooting, spews out all kinds of crazy projectiles.
So it's a troll. So
it does super significant damage though. For the enemies.
So it was like
but it goes out like all over
So it was
the
basically
place.
an incentive.
Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah. But it's erratic.
Hold on to that.
So it's like I know.
Hold on to that.
God,
Very
I can't
good.
stand these boring role-playing
All
games
right.
you get. What did you get? What was it?
Times of Lore, NES,
was it?
1991 by Origin Systems.
What did you have last week?
I had Warriors
Oh my
of Rome.
God!
That was
Warrior of Rome.
That was an
2.
RS real-time strategy.
Holy
this
cow.
is an action RPG. Okay?
Yeah, man.
This used high-res graphics. This had a day and night cycle. It had animated water, Kenny.
Castlevania 2 had day and night cycle.
You could have, it was an RPG, so you had to go around and you had to do things. One thing, here's an element. This had unwinnable situations. Like you could cause yourself to be in an unwinnable situation, which means you'd have to restart by killing one of the characters that
I
would
got
give
myself
you.
into an unwinnable situation the moment I sat down
That might be true.
to speak with you tonight.
But the point is, you could, if you killed a character that had to give you a quest or an
man.
item or something, right?
Yeah, so this is what happened. The game would crash.
This was the guy who made this, the developer, Chris Roberts, basically
Who named him Chris?
his mom, maybe his dad. I don't know. Could have been a grandfather's name. I don't know. I don't make this stuff up.
It could be like, some
He
people change their names later.
He
in
was
life.
inspired by Legend of Zelda. There you go. That's all I'm saying. Here's the deal. That's awesome. That erratic 2-player thing. I think the creating an unwinnable situation for yourself where you have to restart is awesome.
I think that's bad programming. Because I played The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening on the Game Boy Color back in the day. What?
I'm listening. I'm just listening.
What are you looking at me? Sometimes I like to talk about things.
Sometimes I like to look at you like this.
And there was a key that I needed, and I had 2 doors. I had a key, and then I had 2 doors I can open.
The memory on this guy.
I opened one door, and it was just like a bonus room or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got back out, and I was like, all right, well, I used my key, and I can see a chest in the other room that I could have gone into, but I didn't.
You could use that key for that.
And then I looked at a guide or something, and in that chest is another key. So if I would have gone into that one, I would have gotten the key, and I would have gotten to the other room. So
what's the point, though? You already got into that first room. Why would you need to go into that room?
I don't know. It was something along the lines like that, where I painted myself into a corner, that I picked the wrong room,
okay, yeah, right.
so I couldn't finish the level, and my game save was dead. And I'm like, I went everywhere trying to find another key or something like that, and I couldn't find one.
Look.
So that's bad programming. Bad programming, Nintendo.
No,
I don't care what you have to say.
I think we make a game right now. Right now. We program it right now. It's going to take us 6 hours to do this. You're going to watch every minute of it, and you're going to love it. No.
We do have the NES Maker coming out next month, you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're going to do
a hard date on that.
We're going to
thing,
get on
too.
that. We're getting on that.
Yeah. So we're gonna be making some of these games in the NES Maker.
And they're going to be horrifically beautiful.
along with commentaries also.
Here's the thing. I love this erratic hit.
Commentaries for the movies. We're going to make these video games.
Yes, there you go.
And we actually had an offer to have the toys mocked up. I don't think that'll ever come through, but we did have an offer for
But if you know someone that can mock up toys, I mean, one more time.
Bring it.
We have the erratic 2-player thing, and we have unwinnable situations. Let's make a horrible game right now. Let's do it.
So two players.
2-player game.
All right. I like shooters. I like vertical scrolling shooters. I like
Fine.
them, okay.
Whatever.
But I like action RPGs.
Has there ever been a vertical RPG?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like Ikari Warriors or Commando, where you're going up the screen.
Right.
Mercs. Right, you go up the
That's
screen.
not really the same thing, though. Yeah, but that's not the same
I
thing.
know
as,
that this
as
is like a
vertical
spaceship
flyer.
that's constantly moving. Commando, you kind of move at your pace. I understand that, but here's the deal: instead of like the guns and stuff like that, you have a sword. God, I hate that. See, that's why I don't play Skyrim. Or anything or the Elder Scrolls?
Because but that's why
Fallout
you're dumb,
is
though. But don't be dumb
Fallout
about
is
it.
so much better.
That's great, though.
Because I like the
He's more
projectile
sci-fi than fantasy. Look, Kenny, you know what?
I'm
That's
not.
fine.
I'm
It's
not.
fine. But you are, though.
I'm not. Because I use the bolt action. I use the bolt action. I don't use the lasers.
That's not fantasy.
Exactly. It's not fantasy.
I just said you're more into the sci-fi than fantasy.
But I'm not into the sci-fi because I don't use the lasers. I use the bolt action.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Miniguns and bolt action and stuff.
You're like so draining me of all creativity right now.
We have a suggestion from Appley that says, "Why don't we make a game like Doom?"
In what way?
Elemental Master on the Genesis. I have heard of that game, but I don't think I've ever played that. I'm sorry.
Skyrim is awesome.
I know. I tried the.
Well, hold on. Everybody, take a step back.
Hold on. What was between Morrowind and Skyrim?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Morrowind was the third one, I think. Skyrim's the fifth one. What was the fourth one? Oblivion.
Yes.
I played Oblivion. And it was a good game. I remember. Oh my god!
Games, man.
I accidentally hit a guard one time. I accidentally hit a stupid guard one time. I ran away. I was like, and I ran away. The whole
town chased you.
He killed me.
Yeah.
He killed me, and I was like, I can't. I got so just annoyed with that game because
Meanwhile, what you don't know is that
I didn't save. Because I'm an idiot and I didn't save the stinking game.
Dare to be stupid.
And I had to go back to like the cave or something like that where who was in there? Like Liam Neeson or something like that?
Probably Liam Neeson's, yeah. Look, here's the thing.
No, Liam Neeson was in Fallout 3.
Everybody. Would you want to do a vertical shooter that you can go down to the ground and get out and do
We've done
things?
that so many times.
Have we though?
Blaster mastered so many times. Oh God!
You hear that? You hear that scratching my beard?
I can't stand you, and you just keep touching things. Who gave you fingers? You shouldn't have fingers, man. If you didn't have fingers, you'd be like a normal human being. With fingers, you're just like abnormal and weird. Like you're somebody who shouldn't have fingers.
You
Like,
don't G.I. Joe in your shirt, and I'm the weird one.
You don't deserve.
That's just as I touch this, and I'm wearing this. All right, come on, let's finish this out, man. This is action RPG with boat scenes, scrolling shrimp. Wait,
Ship?
Ship? Does that mean ship? Probably ship, right?
Doom? Two-player Doom.
You mean first person, though? Look, this has got to end.
He's saying shmup. You're saying shmup. I don't call it that. I call it a shooter.
Yeah. Come on. This is all you know. Go for it.
I say the game's like Commando, and you're on the ground with a sword.
Okay.
And it's kind of like The Legend of Zelda, where it's just scrolling up. And
no, this was all over the place, though. This was a...
This was? Like I know, but Raiden 3 or Raiden 2... I don't know if I said 3. If it's pronounced Raiden, it's part 3. If it's pronounced Raiden, it's part 2.
Yeah. Okay, so
Raiden 2 was,
so you're gonna go
vertically... So that's what we're limiting ourselves that way. It's an action RPG.
On the NES or
one
arcade?
way, kind of like the Rainbow Road in Thor.
Okay, yeah.
Where it's just an ongoing battle where you're just hacking, slashing. You're getting your way through that road.
So it's like horde mode? Waves?
It's just you're constantly moving up, man.
So that's the whole point. Oh, okay.
Or not,
okay, no.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
It gives it a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Undead line, then.
What?
Oh. Okay, so you're saying maybe like, so the enemies. So you want the enemies? I can deal with that. Like the enemies, like an undead thing. Because this was like, you had to go and kill a wizard or something. And the wizard bringing up undead.
Break the mold role-playing people. Like, especially the 8-bit, 16-bit era and stuff like that. Break the mold.
Fantasy,
Not every game has to have an elf and a bard in it. You know what I mean?
Don't they?
No.
Don't they?
No. Nope. They don't. Mana. If I hear the word mana one more time, you know what I mean? Come on. I do like
Classic Doom
Castlevania,
2
like Symphony of the Night, though. You know?
See, that classic Doom with that would be pretty cool. But for this particular one, we're gonna stay true to these.
We have to stay we have to keep with the limitations of the day, which were
the arcade.
Yeah,
what year was that again?
93.
93 and 91. Man,
so it is 90 stuff.
I'm telling you though, it's like
that was late in the life of the NES. That's probably why I haven't heard of that thing.
But where was like, oh, and it looked horrible too. It said it had high res graphics. So the high res graphics, they had a low bit color graphic underneath a grayscale higher
It sounds like
version.
Are you okay?
And I'm just trying to remember. I'm just trying to remember.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's happening with you right now.
I'm just trying to remember. I'm just trying to remember what it said. That's why. So I mean, I could probably just read it.
It doesn't even.
It really doesn't matter. That's what it looked like, though. That's
what are we gonna call this thing?
Yeah, good idea. What's it called? Raiden 2?
Yeah,
Times of Lore.
Times of Raiden. Raiden of Lore.
Lore of Raiden.
I don't want to ever use the word lore.
Lore of...
Somebody came up with that title, though. Times of Lore.
There's a couple sequels.
And they're like, that was a meeting. They sat around a table, not unlike this one, and they decided to say, what are we going to call this game? And there's somebody going, the Bard of Lore.
Can I tell you?
Elf Bard.
Can I tell you one thing, though? I watched the ending of this game.
Lore of the Summoner.
It's actually...
Dragon scales and toenails. What was it?
Trebuchets and dragon scales.
Dragon scales and wizard tails.
The end of this game had the very end, the very last line was, and this whole thing will go down as in times of lore. That was the last line of text written in this game at the end of the cutscene.
And the whole team was fired, and they never made another game. Who made this?
No, they did Origin System. No, they did make more of these. Come on, man. You want to go with... You could be a Valkyrie, a barbarian, or a knight in this.
Oh, God. It's the same thing as Gauntlet, man.
It is.
It's the same thing.
All right, let's move. Come on. We need more bards. Bards live matter. Yeah, there you go. What color flag would that be? Like green and yellow? What do we say? Times of Raiden? Raiden? No. I like lore. The lore of Raiden.
I can't stand that word.
Lore of Raiden.
I can't stand the word.
I don't care. That's why we're using it. Lore of Raiden. Raiden. Lore of Raiden.
Stop.
You're not listening to me.
Stop it.
Are you writing it?
No, I'm not writing
what
it.
What do you mean I'm writing
First of all, I'm not taking your idea because when you play Neverwinter Nights, you play a little halfling. You see what I'm saying? That means you have no good ideas.
Get the hell out of here! Of course, I have good ideas.
You have no good ideas.
I was a halfling, but also I was a changeling. I was a halfling. The whole backstory was I was a halfling.
Cover your ears.
That I was a halfling.
Don't listen to this.
That
Roadblock.
That transformed.
Don't listen, Roadblock.
Into a minotaur. How awesome is that? You have a little halfling that can morph into a minotaur
But he didn't.
to fight.
But he didn't.
But I did.
But you used your imagination. Nobody else had to use. You can't rely on other people to use.
I was working my way to it. I didn't get the spell
if you're hanging
yet.
out with me in a game, you can't sit there and say you need to use my imagination. No.
What are you talking about?
Because you'd always be like,
now I am a 7-foot-tall dragon wizard lore bard.
I never said that.
Sir, sire, squire.
No, you'd rather just be you in the stupid pub at the inn, getting drunk, talking to people. That's all he did. He never went out and did never leveled up, never did anything.
So the
okay, then name it, man.
World Alliance Military. That's the name of it. The Wham. You want to talk about America?
The lore
USA.
of Wham. The lore of Wham.
No, I'm saying get rid of the word lore, man.
Times of Wham.
World Alliance Military time.
Who was in Wham? Can we get a Wham? Can we do
Wham?
a Wham? Yeah.
Wham was George Michael. What are you talking
Yeah, it was,
about?
right? So can we get...
The other guy.
The
other guy doesn't even remember he was in Wham.
Yeah,
he's like, who's in Wham? He's like, he's sitting there. And he's like,
he Googles it.
He's
He
like-
sees a picture of himself. He's
like-
like, no way, dude.
he's like, who's the other guy in Wham? He's like, I know George Michael was in it.
Oh, wait, I knew George Michael? All right, come on. Look, this has gone on way too long. I'm going to cut this down to 7 minutes, and it's going to be nothing.
See, but
It's going to be jump cuts.
You talk about stuff like this, you make it you extend it because now we're having
But
a
now
conversation
you're
about
extending
you.
it.
Exactly.
Name the thing.
But you're the one who has
Name
an
it.
issue.
Name it. See this? Watch this. Done. Name it. Name it. Can you guys name it? Because I can't. Times of Wham featuring George Michael. If only.
That would be great.
If only.
This is going to be the Cranassian invasion force. Times of the Cranassians. Times of the Cranassians. Times of the Cranassians.
I hate you. I don't care. It sounds so dumb.
Keeping up with the Cranassians.
Okay.
Stop.
Do it. Write it down. Write it down. Once you write it, it doesn't get changed.
Are we really keeping...
You said it. I don't know how to spell. You're going to do the description because I haven't spelled it. Time of the Cardassians. Yeah, there you go. You can write that down. I don't know. Man.
What did you have? Times of lore? My God,
Just
man.
shut up. I don't know. I don't care anymore about it. It's completely over.
It's in the books.
Here we go. We are going to, let's go into recap mode, bros.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
You gotta
Sorry.
stop it, man.
Sorry. We're going to go to recap. Let's do the recap. Kenny, in the movie section, we had the Burbs
That was a long time ago.
and Tempest. It was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
So much time of my life is
So
gone
what happened on
spending
there?
sitting
Tom
here
Hanks
next to
goes
you.
to another island,
Oh, yeah.
and all of his neighbors
All
from,
his old neighbors.
from like bosom buddies, and Big
Yeah.
Danny.
They all show up. They all show up. Whatever. They all show up, and hilarity ensues.
Yeah, we called it "Welcome to the Neighborhood."
Neighburbhood.
That was a good one.
Boom. TV section, Super Dave and Cop Rock, which,
Self-explanatory.
by the way, go on YouTube right now or when the show's over, whatever, type in Cop Rock and just enjoy. Enjoy. That's our little gift to you, besides the Voyage
But
of
that's
the
the thing is, I think
Rock
everybody knows about Cop Rock.
Sure.
It's a popular thing to make fun of, man.
Super Dave Rocks.
Super Dave rocks.
Explanation point. Toy. What do we get, Toy?
Microvision and Double Dare.
The board game.
Call it DoubleVision, man.
DoubleVision. I don't know what you want from us.
It's interchangeable cartridges for a question and answer game that comes with the physical challenge components.
Good stuff. That's
So
good
you
stuff.
kind of make it.
That's a good stuff.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Video games, Raiden 2 and Times of Lore, keeping up with the what do you even call them? Cranassians. Keeping up with the Cranassians. Love the name, hate the game. Boom, there you go. All right.
Whatever.
Listen. Never heard of
likes
it.
it.
Definitely take a look. Here we
Roadblock
go.
likes it.
This is the situation. We find ourselves at the end of the show, Kenny. It's been a long road. I've enjoyed my time with you. I've also hated my time with you tonight. So I'm of two minds.
That's the way.
You-
That's the way I plan it.
I won this in episode 3 of Do You Even 80s Bro. Kenny reaped the benefits of winning episode 2 of Do You Even 80s Bro. So that's that. This show has been streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. If you haven't watched it, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact,
Recorded live in front of a studio audience.
they're actually over
That's what he
there.
used to say.
They're over there, and he's very quiet. You know, you could have laughed at least once. We said a lot of jokes. Where'd you get this guy from? God. See? Nothing from anyone in this room. Anyway, our audience tonight, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and subscribing and looking at all that stuff. Where he's looking at his camera. He's mugging for his own camera. If you want to get to us, you can get to us at Retro Squat. Listen, you have any suggestions for any of the commentaries that we've done in the past, go back into the backlog, take a look at that. You can see about that. If you have any suggestions for Do You Even 80s Bro,
Trivia topics.
let us know. If you want me to ask Kenny his flavors of ice cream in the 80s, or
Breakfast cereals.
breakfast cereals, anything like anything related, crazy, just crazy.
C-3PO's was an awesome breakfast cereal. Remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cereal?
Yep.
With the nets and the marshmallow
Remember
weapons.
the Mario Brothers.
The Zelda and the Mario halves. Ghostbusters was another good one.
I used to think Sugar Smacks was Frogger.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I always thought that. I was like, they made a Frogger cereal?
Yeah.
Nope, they did not.
Aside from that, yeah, I don't know.
RetroSquad.com is where we have a lot of our archive stuff, and we have articles on there, 80s, all 80s related, on random topics. No, they're not random. They're all movies, video games, or TV shows, or music.
But we have articles that we write on.
We have
on
articles
things.
on there, yeah.
Friday the 13th Part 6 was, I think, the last thing that got written on there. It's been a little bit.
So that's all good stuff. And like I said,
Yeah, but if you want to write for us, or if you want to guest on the show, let us know. We can get you in here, and you can go against
you guys
him,
want to come on, yeah.
or you can go against me, and we'll get you a show, or a movie, or a game, or a toy.
You
whatever.
get to be in the section with one of us, and you get to make something amazing.
You get
And
to
that's
choose
all
the
that
section.
matters.
We'll if you want to go against Chris, I will give you your title. You can research it, and then we can get you on here through Skype, or if you want to do audio, you don't have to have any crazy equipment or anything like that. We have the mixer here. We'll make you sound good.
Absolutely.
And you'll go against him, and he won't know what you have, and you won't know what he has, and you get to make something together and come up with a title. And we're looking to get T-shirts made with these titles on them in the future. So if you want to help design a T-shirt or maybe a poster,
Anything.
yeah,
And
all kinds of cool stuff like that.
tell your friends to come on here and check out the show. We have a lot of fun here. You guys are great. We've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And but that's it.
Yeah,
So that's
and Master, again, thanks a lot for hosting us.
thanks for the host. That's right. Thanks for everyone for your comments and all the little help with all the sections and stuff. And if you're listening, go watch it. It's fun to watch. Get on here. Get on Twitch.
You help
or on
name
YouTube.
stuff. You get an article up there. You get full credit for everything. So
It's fun. Thanks for joining the community. That's it. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next episode for Classic Blend. Oh. And as we say at the end of every episode of Classic Blend,
'80s, don't nobody go nowhere.
80s, ain't nobody gonna break my style. One of Kenny's best, if I must say so. Oh, it's over. Stop it.